What going on, guys? Vader, and welcome to a new video on Vader Immortal. We're playing episode number 3. I can't do that with my fingers this time. Anyway, never mind. So yeah, we're doing episode number 3 today, and the last one in the Vader Immortal like mini series, should I say? So yeah, without further ado, I haven't got much else to say. So without further ado, let's go.
This is Admiral Carius. Surrender control of your ship.
Mustafar's a mining planet. Why are the Imperials taking us there?
Vader seeks the Brightstar. He must not succeed.
Korvax? That creepy guy said you were a descendant of Lady Korvax.
She stole the Brightstar, believing it would restore her husband to life. It reduced our world to the wasteland you see now.
You were a means to an end, but now you have outlived your usefulness.
A word of advice. Do not anger Vader.
Hello again.
May the sleeper guide your spirit along the river of stars.
I was talking about
Vader
lightsaber.
won't waste any time activating the Eon engine. When he does, he will destroy what little life still clings to our planet. Only you can face Vader.
I will destroy
Our
myself.
only hope is to attack his castle.
Wait. You want us to take on his entire garrison? We need an army for that.
You've got one, as you figured out last time.
You have an army.
The Sentinels.
As Lady Korvax's descendant, you can command the Horde in battle. Even now, they are with you in the necropolis above.
Unless you can magic us up some wings, can't really see how we're gonna make it all
Don't
the way back to Vader's
say that.
castle.
Perhaps we can restore that ancient air skiff.
What air skiff?
You
my
sound
guy?
familiar. That air skiff.
That air skiff. Right.
You sound familiar.
Fortunately, we lack the necessary tools.
Step
I can't
aside,
quite put
crazy
my finger
pants.
on it. Who do you sound like? I recognise
If
your
I can fix
voice.
a hyperdrive, I'm
You didn't
sure
tell me
I
you could
can
do that.
restore this whatever it is.
Yeah, no, you sound familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it.
This platform is designed to lift us to the necropolis. However, it is not functioning. Its source of power is energy crystals.
Oh, these
These
things.
can only be set in place by one of Korvax's blood.
Okay. Oh, that's a broken one. I'll do you in a minute. Put you up there. Right, that's one. Bring you down. Another one up there. Come on. Pull you. And up there, go on. Yes. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Yes. Last one. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Impressed? You don't look impressed. I missed one. Is that important?
Well done.
Oh, thank you. You are starting to impress with me. I'll tell you what though, right? Now you lot get the better visual. You get the better visual display than me because of because my VR, I'm seeing things in VR, and because of the way my one reason the way my head's shaped, but also because I've got a headset on, my VR doesn't actually sit on my face properly. Now, it looks good enough to actually see what's going on, right? But you guys actually see better what's going on, the sheer scale of things and the quality of actual the models and the textures better than I do. I go through and I edit this afterwards and do some color correction, to light it up a bit. But by doing that, I can see, Christ, this game actually looked visually like stunning. Like in VR, I can see like the scale of everything, the sheer scale of what's in front of me. But I can't see the quality. Like, to me, all that over there looks really fuzzy, right? But in editing, I'll look at that and I'll go, that looks insane quality-wise. You know, look at this and it looks a bit blurry as far as like in front of me is concerned, like in VR. But I look at that and it'd be crystal clear. But anyway, that's just me. Let's just get back to what we're supposed to be doing.
Your light sword can command them, and there is one.
It's not a light sword. It's a lightsaber. I'll put this through your chest.
Lord Kovacs, thank you for healing.
Hello again, fella.
Vader now possesses the Brightstar.
How will you stop him from activating the Eon engine?
Perhaps we can destroy it.
And destroy the Brightstar along with it.
If we shatter the Brightstar, the life current will be free to flow through Mustafar. But first, we must reach Vader. We need the marching horde. With the horde at our side, my tribesmen can engage Vader's troops.
In order to awaken the horde, you must make the signals of authority with your light sword.
It's a lightsaber. Not light sword, lightsaber. I will kill you and I'll put it through your chest and it'll kill you. You hear me? A lightsaber, not a light sword.
Use the light sword to follow my actions.
Saber. Don't push your luck, fella.
Stroke upwards, left to right, then straight downwards.
Good. The horde is responding.
Now, a second gesture. This time, a three-pointed shape, a tribute to the three favors.
The triangle.
Magnificent. Keep going.
One final series of gestures. Sweep your light sword upwards to finish in the position of command.
In order to complete the
Yes, come on then. Let's have you, Vader.
They now recognize you as their master.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Only you
Oh, it's all
have the
blue as
power
well.
to stop Vader.
Oh, that's cool.
Your strength will be tested, but we will help where we can.
I like that colour. It's all blue. Nice colour.
The chamber opens.
The Empire's found us. Gotta destroy it. Yes. Any more? Gotta shoot them before they come in. Go on, my fellow minions. There you go. That's actually really cool. Like, you can make it do like a little dance. Like, hey, 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 hey. Haha. Yeah, that's right. Kneel before me. Hello.
You are a hazard.
You're a droid.
Whoa. Are all those droids on our side now?
Oh,
The
yes.
horde is under your captain's command. But
Mine.
if we are to stop Vader, you must now transfer that command to me. I will lead
Really?
them in our
You ain't having my
assault
lightsaber.
garrison. Touch your light sword to my staff.
Saber, I will kill you.
Would have been nice to have our own horde. Fun while it lasted.
One
It's
I
fine.
will take you to Vader's castle.
Hello, what's happening there?
I will follow with the horde.
How about this time I'm the pilot of this rust bucket?
Oh, dear.
My servos can't take any more of your piloting. Or whatever.
I
it
can't
is
take
they're
any more of
called.
yours. I've had to deal with it for long enough. Ah, imps.
Can this piece of junk go any faster?
There we go.
You'll have to deal with the troopers. We can't outrun them.
That's fine. Yes, lovely. Any more? Or is that all of them?
Thanks,
Yes.
Captain. Great
Welcome.
job, Wannick. Hey, Wannick.
Took a while.
About your eye goggles. So, what do you have? Poor eyesight?
They are for protection. And the style.
Oh, right.
That's really
Okay,
bugging me. I
then.
don't know what that voice sounds like. It's definitely female.
Daylight. Or lava light. We're at the surface.
Indeed.
Oh, Vader's
What's going
castle.
on
That
at the
looks
top
so
of
cool.
Vader's castle?
Ooh, hoo, hoo. That environment, looking down that lava river. My God.
We must hurry.
I know who it is. You sound like Ventress from the Clone Wars. Besides Ventress, that's who you sound
I
like.
hoped the hangar would be open. You'll have to find a way to override the controls to let the Horde inside.
Okay, we'll go through the vents. Yeah, Ventress you sound like. Why do you sound like a Sarge Ventress? Maintenance access. Oh, look, there's Ant there. Oh, I don't know, put it down finally. Oh, there we go. Can you get to the droid? Well, I certainly can't. Or can I? Oh,
Can you
no.
reach that lever inside?
Whatever. Oh, that one. Okay. Now, I wonder how somebody would be able to come through here normally. Because not everybody has the Force, you know.
Look, an elevator up. Blocked by bucket heads, of course.
That's fine.
Once
We
we
can...
get the hangar open, our droids ought to distract them.
Right, that's fine. We'll get to them first.
Coast is clear, Captain. Let's skedaddle.
Okay. Now, God, I'm going to have to crouch down and grab this now. Come on. There we go. Drop. I got stuck.
We've got to find a way to get our army into the hangar. See if you can activate that control panel right there.
No, don't use my lightsaber. Fine, I do. I'll destroy the planet. I want to wait. The panel will work. I'll destroy it. Just stop pressing buttons. Stop pressing buttons. I don't know words.
Great idea. The hangar door should open to let the TIE fighter out.
I don't even know that's what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons. No.
Keep going, Captain. Try one of the other
Oh no, that's down. Well, that didn't work, did it?
Look at it this way. One less TIE fighter to worry about.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, but
Aha,
we
got
the
it.
hangar open. Hey, and there's our army. Well, we might actually have a chance now. That'll keep the bucket heads busy. Come on, we should
Oh
go
yes,
find
look at
the
that. Right, come on then. We need to move quickly. Actually, I better destroy this control panel. There we go.
Come on, let's head to the elevator while they're busy.
Ah.
Lord Vader, you couldn't be trusted.
Later, Metal Mouth.
You're just full of
That,
surprises.
let's go.
You're full of
Lead the
surprises,
way.
you.
And be ready for trouble. A walker. The Mustafarians won't stand a chance against that. It's about to get real
Good job, you got a
busy down
detonator.
here.
Good job we got a thermal detonator. Can I have yours? Yeah. Stormtroopers. Oh, fuck. Hang on a sec. Can I grab his... Oh, ho, ho. I want his gun. Oh, hello. Well done. There we go. Oh. No, that was a bad idea. That missed. Big gun. Shoot you. Not very accurate. In fact, just, oh, hello. Go away. Ah. Hold on. I had this situation all under control.
Nailed 'em.
I had the situation all under control.
We got them all. Let's move
Maybe.
on.
Yeah, you know, Droid, I had the situation well under control before you arrived. Oh, yes. Ah, one hit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take out Stormtrooper squad without being hit. Okay, supposed to be going this way.
Guys, we gotta find a way to take that thing out.
Got him.
Perfect.
He's my
Nailed
blaster.
them.
Right.
Good. Let's keep going.
Yes, might be an idea. So uncivilized. You know what? Put this back on my thing. And let's... I just want to make sure I'm doing this turn properly. Yeah, shoot that ATST. Lovely. Nice. Doing quite well here. Well, I think we're doing quite well anyway. Ah, TIE Fighter. Oh, I pressed the metal mouse. Right.
Spacer.
I will kill you with my lightsaber. I don't think I won't, but I will.
We got rid of him.
Yeah, so did I. Well, you got rid of him. Supposedly.
Come
Come
on,
on.
Metal Mouse. Is that all you got?
Oh, yes. Yeah, come on. I can get used to this. So I can dance this.
Yeah, you damaged him. Yes, you left the cockpit.
Come on.
Now control exposed.
I warned him. Aha.
Good riddance. Won't miss that guy.
No, neither will I. Right, we best move.
Come on, let's move.
Better get moving. Hello again. Where'd you come from?
My friends, fortune favors you both.
Fortune had nothing to do with it, lady. That was all skill.
Yeah, in my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
You and I must stop Vader.
I agree.
Buckeyes, come on, you're with me. We'll get the windfall and keep the Imperials off your back.
Ventress's sister. That's what I'm going to call you. Ventress's sister.
Call me superstitious, but I'm not going to wish you any more luck, Captain.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Hope I see you on the other side.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Follow me.
Excuse me. If you heard that. You might not have done.
The Eon engine. Vader has activated it.
Uh-oh, this isn't good. Be careful, I think I see him. He's there.
Draining my life force. You must stop him before he drains the vitality
I'll do
of
it.
every being on this planet. I have taken you as far as I can. But you must finish this alone. Reach
I promise you,
inside
I will.
yourself.
You will not die in vain. I will do
Find
this for you.
strength, and remember, fate chose you for a reason.
Can't take the weapon, can I? No. Oh, am I gonna have to battle Vader? Oh, this is not going to go well.
Anakin, all I want is your love. And I'm afraid.
Padme, you will be mine again. If the energies of this world are not enough, there are countless others. You!
Remember this dance, do you?
Survived the caverns. No matter, you've arrived too late. Can you feel it? Your own life force is ebbing away. Where your ancestor failed, I will succeed. Time for one final lesson.
Oh god, we gotta try and fight Vader now. Uh-oh, this isn't going to go well.
Is that all you've learned?
Ah. Oh no. Ah.
Let us see how much of your training you recall.
Ah. I have had practice. Ah.
The Eon engine recognizes you. Your blood connects you to its power. Enough.
Ah, no, not again.
Stop! Stop now! Come back! I love you!
No. Now what?
She was almost within reach. Now she is lost to me again.
You failed, Vader. Surrender. Ah, no, not again. Not this again.
Now, die.
What's happened? Oh, no, again, mate.
This is the moment. Look, the Brightstar is vulnerable. Vader thinks his willpower can achieve what Lady Corvax could not. Instead, he will tear this world apart trying to resurrect shadows. The Eon engine must be destroyed.
How do I do
Use
it?
the Force. Reach out with your mind and summon the light sword. Now, before you act, plunge the light sword into the bright star.
Ah.
No!
Oh, that was strange. Alright, what's going on now?
You have my gratitude. You have freed me from the prison of time. And in doing so, righted our wrongs. The priestess was right. The energy from the bright star now flows through Mustafar. Slowly, our world will begin to heal.
So I was right last episode. When I said about the bright star, whatever they plan to do with the bright star, that is what will bring that's what will regenerate Mustafar. So that is the reason why Mustafar wasn't a barren wasteland in The Rise of Skywalker then. That's actually very interesting. I find that fascinating. Hello, it's our ship. You're smoking. That's not good.
Captain!
Hello there.
Didn't get killed!
No.
Again!
Surprisingly.
Come on, hop in!
Well, you've died more times than you were supposed to have done, but...
Or, I guess I'll come help you.
Yeah, please. Hello there. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Is that the end? Maybe. I don't know what happened to Vader. I'd be interested to know what happened to Vader, but...
Well, look who's awake. The whole family's back together again. Back
Huh.
on the windfall.
Just two of us, but yeah.
As it should be.
Hmm.
Okay, we are all set to clear the atmosphere. Finally, we can get off of this hellscape.
Yes.
Hey, let me take a look at that saber, would you? Something familiar about it.
What?
The design looks kind of like the totem Violet gave us. He said it
Ooh,
dated
yeah.
back to Lady Corvax's time.
Maybe. Actually, okay, fine, I'll take it. I'll take it. Give it. Can I have it? Okay, no, you're going to do it yourself.
No,
aren't
not that way, Captain. Hold the saber straight up.
you? Oh.
Got it. By the
Ooh.
maker.
It's a star map.
Star chart. Wherever that is, it's way beyond the outer rim. Almost
I have a
looks
plan.
like a treasure map.
Maybe. I'm interested to see what that white. Maybe that purple
Check it
planet's
out.
our planet at the moment. Sure. Can I have my? Is that a fully functioning lightsaber still or not? No, maybe not.
Yes!
Right, come on then. Let's
We're
go.
almost clear of Mustafar. Get ready to jump to hyperspace.
Pull the lever. Or give me the lever.
Punch it, Captain.
And let's go.
We've got a treasure to find.
Aha. Yes, let's go. Is that the end? And it is. Cool. I tell you what, I really enjoyed that. All 3 episodes. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this video here, and I'm just going to do a separate audio recording with just my review of the entire thing. So I'll see you in a second. Right, so this is just my audio recording that I'm doing after actually recording that last episode. Just as what I think of Vader Immortal just sort of as a whole. Now, as a whole, as I said at the end of that gameplay, I really did enjoy it. It's a really cool VR experience, but my only issue with it is that the first episode, right, is really quite enjoyable, right? I loved it. I loved the size and the scale of it, and like I said, while I was doing that, seeing Vader physically in front of you, is so cool. It's so amazing to try and to see that and to see like things that I would see like on a screen and stuff. Like watching it in the movie is one thing, you know. Well, I think there's 3 different types of like viewings of Star Wars. You've got like on your like TV or like monitor screen or like on your phone, which is like average viewing. You've got your cinema, which is massive, giant, full scale, like ridiculously high quality like movie material. And then you got VR, which is like in your face in real life. And I'd never really experienced that before. I mean, I've experienced VR before, and I've done a bit of No Man's Sky in VR as well, and that is mental. I'm going to do a video on that just to show you what that's like, because that is ridiculous. But we'll get to that another time. However, the thing is with this is like I went through the first episode and it was really quite something. You know, you've got not only just the introduction to the story, which is quite interesting in itself, but you've got, you know, all these like the stormtroopers that just like stood up in front of you, like aiming their blasters at you, and you're like, oh, you know, I surrender, sort of thing. And it's really quite interesting, really quite like fascinating to see how your mind works in that way. You know, your brain is thinking, you know, they're not really there. It's a bit of kit that's making your brain do that. You know, it's software. It's basically a movie essentially, but your brain, because of the way VR works, your brain automatically thinks, you know, they're in front of me, that's a liable threat. You know, like I was saying about when we stood on the edge of a cliff, you know, like I know that if I'm stood on my bedroom floor, which is flat, and I know that if I happen just to walk off that edge, I'm going to be safe. But every instinct in my brain, I'm not necessarily scared of heights or anything, but every instinct in my brain is telling me that if I do that, I'm going to fall to my death. And it's a really weird feeling. Unless you've done VR yourself, you won't know what that feels like, because it's so strange. You know, and just seeing like the vast landscapes of just Mustafar, you know, because like you see it on a screen, like you can look up a Mustafar wallpaper and you can see the vast like environments of Mustafar, but just to look around it and see the different elements of it, it's ridiculous, it's mental. And that's what I really liked about the first episode, and not that the second and third episode really didn't have this, because I mentioned it a bit in those episodes as well, but it just, for some reason, by the third episode, I don't know whether it's the fact that I lost the like wow factor because I was so used to it, but there was something about it that I just thought, you know, like I don't like that anymore. You know, not that I didn't find it amazing, but it just got to the point where I was like, yeah, I sort of gotten over the amazement of it at that point. And, you know, like, I mean, the quality of the actual game I'll never get over, because I can't get over quality, you know, how far games have come anyway, to see like an alien look as real life as if it was stood in front of you, and to see that in VR as well is just as amazing. You know, to see, you know, the quality of, let's say, a Mustafar, you know, it's an alien, it doesn't really exist, but to see that in front of you is ridiculous. It's really quite something. However, I don't know. There's the story. Just sort of like, it's an interesting story as well. The gameplay stayed the same throughout the whole 3 episodes, so I don't really have much complaints upon that, really. The story I think is quite like fascinating, but only Darth Vader's. The only 2 things I'm fascinated about the story is the fact that the Brightstar, now that that's destroyed, Mustafar is able to flourish and become less of a barren wasteland and more of like a thriving, like living and breathing like normal world, unlike we saw in Revenge of the Sith, which I find quite interesting because that actually then confirms the theory of why is in The Rise of Skywalker, because we know fully well, because it tells you at the start of The Rise of Skywalker that Kylo Ren is fighting on Mustafar, but why it doesn't look like a lava planet, why it's still really charcoaly and like dead trees and that everything, but not so, it is still very much like a charcoal planet, a lava planet, but it's sort of dried up a bit. Why is it like that? And we now know from Vader Immortal that it's because the Brightstar has actually been destroyed, which was keeping Mustafar enclosed in that lava like hell land, which I find quite interesting as a concept, and to find that link as well is really quite interesting, because I didn't know that, you see. That's why I was theorizing it in the 2nd episode. It turned out to be true. And the other story that I like, which they didn't focus on too much, which I was quite disappointed they didn't, because I would like to know a bit more about it, is the fact that the reason why Vader wanted the Brightstar in the first place was to bring Padme back to life. Now, we know from various like EU comics, like expanded universe comics, I don't mean like the Europe thing, but the expanded universe comics, that Vader spent, both Legends and Disney canon, but Vader spent a lot of his time between episodes 3 and 4 trying to find ways of bringing Padme back to life, and this was one of them. Now, that I really wish they would have spent more time looking at that. Like have like a cutscene have a scene where we watch Vader talking to the Emperor, and Vader saying, "I think I've unlocked the way of cheating death," and Palpatine then turning around and saying to him, take care, Vader. If you carry this path on, if we can do this, then it would mean that we can live forever and rule the galaxy for the rest of eternity. But if this goes wrong, it could mean the end of the universe, and everything we've tried to create would just be for nothing. So I wish something like that would have taken place as well, just because like it just add a bit more like substance to it, because that's a really interesting story that we don't really see much of it, because I don't really read comics and read books that much, so there's not really a lot of that I ever know. Like, that's the first instant. Like, I know it went on because I watched YouTube videos talking about it, but I knew that was a thing. But that's the first time me actually seeing a piece of Star Wars material where that is actually the case, and that actually happens. Now that's sort of where my like praise for this sort of goes. Essentially, it's just really like the gameplay, which is really good, aside from a little bit, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And those 2 elements of the story. The rest of the story, I don't really find that interesting. Fighting the Rancor, that went on for way too long. That could have been, that could have gone. We didn't even have to see the Rancor being killed, or like the bit where we're running through that tunnel and we've got the stormtroopers on skips. That went, not skips. That's a thing of crisps. Skiffs. The little like transport things. But that went on forever. That went on for way too long. It doesn't need to be that long. It just needs to be enough so, like, we can get a bit of combat in there. But it gets boring after a while. You saw me, that you probably won't see as long as it is, because I cut a lot of it out because I just wasn't talking, because I didn't have anything to say. I was just basically, for about 5 minutes, deflecting laser bolts off back at stormtroopers. That's all I was doing. There wasn't much to it. So that went on for way too long. There's certain things that it takes so much time. That bit where we're fighting that Imperial officer in that TIE fight, it doesn't need to go on for that long. And I know it's trying to draw it out so you get more of the experience of holding a lightsaber, deflecting things about, but it goes on for way too long and there's no need of it, and it gets boring. You go from like the thrill of being like a Jedi fighting against stormtroopers and deflecting laser bolts, which is what like any Star Wars fan in their dreams would wish they could be doing, deflecting lightsaber bolts and being a Jedi, using the Force and that. But it goes from having that thrill and using that thrill yourself to it just being like endless, the same thing over and over and over again, and it just gets boring after a while, especially when the gameplay don't actually change that much. So again, that's just a little thing, you know, the gameplay, while it's interesting and it is fun to see, it does get boring after a while. The only other complaint that I do have is that the fight with Vader at the end. Now, you most probably saw, that was, I was getting bored by it. I just thought, is this really what, you know, we're meant to fight Vader? You know, we've had these really quite intense battles with these Sentinel droids throughout the story, and we fight Vader, who's probably the biggest, most, like, best, well, worst Sith Lord in the entire galaxy. You know, one of the strongest Sith Lords in the entire galaxy, and we fight him like that. Like, I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's not good. That's stupid, you know. And I don't mean like I want them to make it so hard that I can't actually fight him, but you know, I want him to dominate. You know, to dominate you. I want you to know that I want him to make you feel like you've lost to him, and not just be like, you know, I'll swing him a couple of times, block a couple of his lightsaber attacks, and then use his force choke, and then just chucks you. You know, have him actually injure you. That's what I really want, and that's what disappointed me, that fight with Vader. You know, you saw as I was approaching him, I think, oh god, we're gonna have to fight Vader. This is gonna be really interesting. And then we actually get to it, and it's like, no, no, nothing. So you know, it's a bit like anticlimactic a little bit. But anyway, overall though, I don't want my like negative opinions on this just to overshadow the positives. You know, visually it's a masterpiece. You know, it's the first Star Wars VR thing that I've ever seen, and it's probably the best thing I've ever seen in Star Wars as far as like that technology is concerned. You know, we've seen I'll do a bit of No Man's Sky VR at some point later, and we've also done a bit of Beat Saber and that sort of thing, but we've never done anything quite like this before, and I think it shows quite nicely. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little mini series that I've been doing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little mini series I've been doing. So, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. If you have any other like suggestions of VR things that I can do in the future, do let me know, because I'll be more than happy to have a look. I will be doing No Man's Sky at some point. I don't know when, honestly, whenever I've got a bit of time. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I shall see you all later. Bye.